We're going to do more of this writing as a percentage, so be aware when you're doing these questions that these answers are percentages. Now, previously we've just had numbers and we haven't dealt with any units. And the way you do these is you divide this number by the total and you multiply by 100. So we'll go over what we've done before. So this would be 12 divided by 50 times 100. Use calculator. 12 divided by 50 times 100, and you get the answer 24%. And it is a percent, okay? 12 out of 50 is 24%. 7 as a percentage of 15, so you do the same again. 7 divided by 15 times 100. So use your calculator. 7 divided by 15 times 100. And that's hard to see. So remember, when you get an answer like that on your scientific calculator, go to the SD button and it will change it to a decimal. We get an answer like this. We do not want to write all of that down. You just want to write the first couple of decimal places. So that answer would be 46.67%. Remember, all those sixes, you would just look at the first two. Where is this? Sorry. You would just look at the first two, and then because there's a 6 after it, that 66 becomes 67. So now we're going to have some units, and you do exactly the same thing. This question is involving centimetres, but remember your answer is a percentage. Just use the numbers like you did before. 11 divided by 20 times 100. You put that into your calculator. 11 divided by 20 times 100. And you get the answer 55%. So next question, the units are money. So you have £8 and you have £12.50. So that's 8 divided by £12.50 times 100 and you get 64%. Now we have some grams, so 52 grams is a percentage of 150 grams. Just use the numbers. 52 divided by 150 times 100. And we have another very long answer. It's not always going to be all these sixes, by the way. So 34.67 is what you would write for that. And remember, this is a percentage that you're finding. 59 centimetres as a percentage of 3 metres. Now look carefully at that question and notice this is in centimetres and this is in metres. In order to do that question, you're going to change 3 metres into 300 centimetres. It's not a different distance, it's just a different way of writing it. But for your working out, you must have things in the same unit. So we've changed the 3 metres to 300. And then we do our working out. 59 divided by 300 times 100. And you get the answer 19.67. I don't know where all these 6 sevens are coming from. 19.67%. Promise you it's not always all those sixes. So now we have another one with different units, so we have a little bit of thinking to do before we start. This is in pence and this is in pounds. So you would change that to 200 pence. And then you do your working out. 42 divided by 200 times 100. When you multiply by 100, really what you're doing is you are making it a percentage. That's why you multiply by 100. So 42 divided by 100 times 100, 21%. So now we have 23 minutes as a percentage of 5 hours. And again, you can see the different units. So this is in minutes, 5 hours. Now be careful when people start and think of 5 hours and they write 500 minutes. There are not 100 minutes in an hour. So 5 hours is actually 5 times 60, which is 300 minutes. So you want 23 divided by 300 times 100. And we'll see what that is. 23 divided by 300 times 100. Another one. I literally don't know how I picked those numbers. So we've got 7.67. Your rounding off is not always going to be 67, and you know that. So just think about what you're doing. You take this number divided by the total times 100. If there's units, it's just the same process, but you have to be careful. What people are tempted to do is not write the percentage symbol. This is not 55 centimeters, this is 55%. It's 64%. And if the units are slightly different, change them so that they're both of the same type of unit, like centimeters, or we had pence here, or we had minutes here. Okay?